The purpose of this policy is to institute procedures so that employees, volunteers, and students are aware of the proper steps to be followed in case of a fire. It is the policy of Robert Morris University to educate RMU personnel, faculty, and students in proper fire response procedures. No smoking policies will be enforced. There is no smoking within any RMU facility. In addition, there is no smoking within 15 feet to the entrance of an RMU facility. All stairways and fire doors must remain closed. All means of egress must be unobstructed. Do not shield lights with towels or blankets. Limit the use of extension cords to computers only. And newly purchased furnishings must be made of fire-resistant materials. If you discover fire, see flames or smoke, or your building's alarm system is activated, remember this acronym: RACE. Rescue, alarm, contain, evacuate. If it is safe to do so, rescue anyone who is in imminent danger of smoke or fire. Do not use the elevators. Be aware of persons who may need assistance. Faculty and staff will provide direction regarding evacuation to students and visitors in the area. Activate the closest fire alarm pool station. Most pool stations are located within a few feet of a stairwell or building exits. Call the university's emergency number, which is 412-397-2424, to report the nature of the incident and the exact location. Close all doors and windows, even if you are not in the affected area. Shut off all fuel sources, such as piped gas. Evacuate the building to your designated assembly point safely away from the fire. Fire extinguishers are located throughout RMU facilities, but should be used only by persons trained in their proper use. Persons shall not re-enter a facility until an approval or all clear is given by RMU Public Safety and/or the local fire department. All departments and building occupants shall identify a primary and secondary means of evacuation. Occupants should tour facilities they work in and become familiar with the building layout and exit routes. Evacuation maps, which identify exit routes, have been posted in building common areas. Do not use building elevators to evacuate. In multi-level facilities, a stairwell designated as an exit provides a safe and immediate means of egress. When evacuating, remember to keep low to the ground to minimize smoke inhalation. Feel closed doors for heat before opening. If the door feels hot, do not open it. In the event of fire or similar emergency that requires building evacuation, departments and occupants of the building will evacuate to an assembly point at a safe distance away from the building. When the fire is extinguished, the smoke cleared, and the fire alarm system reset, an all clear will be announced by RMU Public Safety. At this time, personnel, students, and visitors may re-enter the building. We will now discuss the different types of fires. Class A fires. These fires consist of ordinary combustibles, including wood, paper, and cloth. Class B fires. These fires involve flammable and combustible liquids and gases. These can include oil, gasoline, grease, propane, and natural gas. Class C fires. These fires occur in live electrical equipment. They must be put out with non-conducting extinguishing agents. Now that we understand the three types of fire, we'll explore the different types of fire extinguishers. Water extinguishers. These are appropriate for Class A fires. They are silver in color and have an effective range of 20 to 30 feet. They can be discharged for up to 1 minute. It's important to remember that you never use this on an electrical or chemical fire. Carbon dioxide extinguishers. These fire extinguishers are appropriate for classes B and C fires. They weigh between 5 and 20 pounds, are red in color, and have a horn nozzle. Their effective range is between 3 and 8 feet and can be discharged from 8 to 30 seconds. These are typically found in electrical rooms and computer labs. Multi-purpose extinguisher. These fire extinguishers are appropriate for all classes of fires. They are red in color with a hose. They weigh between 5 and 20 pounds. Their effective range is between 5 and 20 feet and can be discharged for 10 to 25 seconds. These fire extinguishers are found in most common areas of the RMU campus. When using a fire extinguisher, remember this acronym: PASS. Pull the safety pin. Aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. Squeeze the activation handle. Sweep the nozzle. Spray back and forth across the base of the fire.
A fire extinguisher is one of those things that sits on the wall gathering dust until the moment you need it, and then it's absolutely the coolest thing in the world. Let's take this one out in the yard and see how it works. Fire needs three things to exist: fuel, oxygen, and heat. If you take one of these away, the fire goes out. Here's a household flammable liquid. If you heat it up, it can burst into flames. This is a common cause of house fires. Fortunately, we're out in the yard. If you have a fire extinguisher handy, you just pull the pin and put it out. When you pull out the safety pin and depress the operating lever, the lever pushes on an actuating rod. It opens a passage to the nozzle. The compressed gas escapes and shoots out the powder. The best way to put out a fire is to aim directly at the fuel rather than the flames and move the stream with a sweeping motion. So that's how a fire extinguisher works. I'm Marshall Brain, and that's how stuff works.
Remember that all of these fire safety systems, equipment, and procedures are intended to reduce risk and save lives. To promote occupant confidence and help ensure operational reliability, no one shall falsely tamper with the fire safety equipment. Inappropriate actions of this nature could be pursued as criminal activity. Thank you for completing RMU's Fire Procedures Safety Education. If you have any questions, please direct them to Tim Kirsch, Director of Environmental Health and Safety. You can reach him at 412-262-8328.